suddenly he begins letting his hands go. This is a guy who has thrown as many as 82 jabs in a single round. And there's a right cross, perfect on the chin of Manny Pacquiao. Didn't move Manny at all.
Didn't move Manny, but that was a beautiful right hand, one that Manny does not want to continue to walk into.
First 30 seconds of this round belong to Algieri with the jab and the right hand.
Foul doing an eye, but Pacquiao's not landing.
No, he's not. And it's because of the footwork of Algieri.
Touch gloves again.
What would wind up very discouraging for Algieri is that, having followed his game plan more or less so far, if this is the round he's supposed to take over in their minds and he starts the round off like this, what happens if Pacquiao starts to dominate over the second half of the round and starts to find success?
And is able to counter with big shots like that.
A pivotal round in the fight.
And a couple of right hands land for Algieri. They're not big, but he's getting his leather on the Pacquiao's chin.
Hopefully they'll wear him down without Chris getting caught with a big shot, and maybe he can knock him out.
He's gotten him here, but it's been a whole different kind of round for Chris Algieri as he's finally unlocked the bolt to his offense and is throwing the jab with frequency, which is the name of the game for him. Algieri's footwork keeping him safe there against Pacquiao's big shots.
Superb footwork, and you notice that he's going to the body a lot. I can guarantee you now, looking at Chris Algieri, his plan is as follows. Keep hitting Pacquiao with straight right to the body as often as he can. Go for the overhand right like Marquez did and try to knock him out.
Meantime, Pacquiao looks determined, and maybe this was Team Algieri's plan. But Pacquiao, when he gets boxed and hit, looks determined to start walking Algieri down, but as a result, sometimes just walks forward into more shots.
I didn't put a shot, but that's got to be Algieri's whole game plan. Frustrated, make him run into a shot and try to knock him out.
So that had to be an encouraging round for Algieri.
Landing that straight right hand down the pipe, right off of Manny's jab. Bam, as Manny's coming in. Not a killer punch, but just going to stop Manny's left hand from coming out, which saves Chris Algieri because now he doesn't get caught with that big left hand.
Straight right hand against the southpaw.
Yep.
Round 6 begins in what became something of a different fight in round 5. Harold Letterman still scored the round for Manny Pacquiao. I don't think it was necessarily an easy round to score. Wouldn't surprise me if the judge had Chris Algieri winning that round. Obviously, Max Kellerman thought that Algieri won the round, right, Max?
I did, yeah. But many judges won't give you the round if you're the guy moving away and the other guy's active with his hands. I just didn't see Pacquiao land clean shots, and I saw Algieri have some clean shots.
Manny got in a left hand to the side of Algieri's face there. Algieri goes back to pumping the jab. He was reluctant to throw the jab in the first 4 rounds. Now it's changed. Again, a guy who at one time in his career threw 82 jabs in a single round. In the first 4 rounds of the fight, CompuBox found Manny Pacquiao throwing 100 more punches than Chris Algieri. The profile coming in was that Pacquiao was not the volume puncher, Algieri was. But Pacquiao's power changed that equation early on.
And what makes Pacquiao deadly is that he is actually a volume puncher, just a volume power puncher. So that makes him more dangerous than normal guys are. That's the biggest thing about him, is that he throws volume punches and he's a big-time volume power puncher.
Tino Rodriguez is telling Chris Algieri to keep the right-hand body shot up. It was right on the belt line.
Left hand did hurt Chris Algieri. Pacquiao went on their attack, but that did hurt. Left hand really was pushed down at this point. He was off balance, but the punch did land first to hurt him, and that's why I would give him legitimate credit for that knockdown. That was knockdown. His second knockdown, he's just moving away in the corner. He got caught with a jab, but he threw a hook of his own. But as you saw, as he was trying to hook, his foot was sliding out from under him again. That one was questionable, but because of the jab landing to the face, you can understand the ref staying on tape.
I'll give Pacquiao 1.5 real knockdowns so far in this fight.
Give me a break. Anyway, I got it 6-0, 60-51, Manny Pacquiao. He gets an extra point for each of those knockdowns. So round 6 becomes a 10-7 round. I mean, he's got a whopping 9-point lead. Chris is, I tell you, I think he's just got to slow down a little and stand there and bang with Manny a little, because he's been boxing, he's been moving. I don't think he's won around because he hasn't hit Manny hard enough. I think he's got to change his game plan and stand there and use his quick hands. 6-0, Manny Pacquiao.
That's why low knockout percentage fighters don't generally come out of nowhere to beat guys like Manny Pacquiao, because they're one-dimensional. Even if they're multi-dimensional within that dimension, they're boxing dimension. What do they do if they fall way behind on the cards?
And that's referred to low knockout percentage. Algieri had only 8 KOs in 20 fights coming in. By the current standard of the sport, that is a way low knockout percentage. He's just not that kind of fighter.
Back in that corner again, they trying to go up.
Algieri seemed to realize he was backing toward the wet corner. Got himself out of there in a hurry.
Algieri's not giving Pacquiao anything to worry about on his way in. He can sting him with a shot. He can snap his head back and make him take a backward step or a half step back. But Manny obviously doesn't feel like he's in danger of being hurt by the shot.
It's the difference between punching at the target and punching powerfully through the target, the way Pacquiao does.
There's a good hard body shot.
He's landed a couple of those this round.
Right-hand body shots and straight right hands upstairs. Those have been the two areas of occasional success for Chris Algieri. There have been many more for Manny Pacquiao. Round 9 begins. Hasn't been a single clinch. Gina Rodriguez has had nothing to do other than to score knockdowns and warn people for low blows. No clinching in the fight. This round, Algieri up on his toes and trying to work his jab. Gets hit by another big shot from Pacquiao. Algieri lands his right across the top. Let's go to the corner of Chris Algieri, where Max Kellerman is ready to talk to Tim Lane about the game plan and what's happening now. Max?
Tim, we're talking a lot about the game plan in the corner. We heard you after 2 rounds tell him 2 more of those. And then what was the game plan coming in?
Keep the distance. Keep the distance. Jab on him, let him get tired. He's getting tired, he's reaching.
Was there an idea that after 4 rounds something changes?
Yeah.
What was going to change?
I'll tell you after. He's gonna put him to sleep here in a few minutes. I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him go in 1 more round. I got him in the cage right now. Let him out the cage.
The plan is to have Algieri knock Pacquiao out.
Yes, but I still got him in the cage. He listens to me very well. I'm gonna let him loose in another round. So.
Round 10?
Round 10 or 11. I'm gonna let him go.
Ah! Round 10 or 11, huh? I said round 9.
Which was a monster left hand. A sensational Pacquiao that put Algieri on his back. And let's see what Algieri has left.
He doesn't have much left here. That hurts more because
Come on, money.
Method, take the knee to try to clear his head.
Bring on Mayweather.
Number 4 and 5. All right, let's go. 6 knockdowns in the fight so far for Pacquiao.
Algieri's had a hold, or the fight's over. There it is.
Held for a little while. Couldn't hold on long enough.
Pacquiao is out of his cage.
Got it.
He's still fighting though.
Algieri showing guts.
Big gut.
Pacquiao in control.
Big gut. Huge gut. And I hope you don't jump in too soon. Let Pacquiao finish him at least. Because if he doesn't, he jumps in too soon, he'll win a good fight.
Woo!
After what Tim Lane said, we all want to see the 10th round.
Algieri's going to see the 10th round.
Told you. Did you hear the guy? Knockout saying 10 or 11 rounds, they gotta put money to knockout. Suddenly he got knockout.
Beautiful straight left hand by Manny Pacquiao. Right down the pipe on the fifth Algieri jab, and down fifth Algieri goes. That was a beautiful straight left hand. Couldn't ask for better. Chris tried to time it with the hook, and the left hand landed right on his chin before Chris' hook could get there. Here you see Pacquiao putting the pressure on Algieri, knowing he's in trouble. Just caught with 2 punches. Just down to try to just take the lead.
So Manny Pacquiao scores 6 official knockdowns of Chris Algieri en route to what will almost certainly be a nearly historically lopsided unanimous decision win. And let's take a look at what happened mostly to Chris Algieri in the fight. Round two. Algieri was under wraps and still trying to box at this point. It was ruled a knockdown, even though to our eyes it appeared that the slip on the water was at least as much a factor as the punches that Pacquiao landed. Then round 4, Pacquiao lands an uppercut to the throat. Round 6. Here comes knockdown number 2. And still in round 6, knockdown number 3, and another knockdown on which the water in Pacquiao's corner was at least a partial factor, as Algieri tried to point out. Referee Gennaro
Macau Hotel Resort. We go to the scorecards. Levi Martinez scores it 119-103. Frame 3, Copernicus split 120-102. All 3 judges scored for the winner by unanimous decision. And still WBO welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao.
So if you said to yourself, well, Algieri's boxing style is going to be a problem for Pacquiao, I think he'll win, but he won't knock him out, and you bet the unanimous decision, you're an incredibly lucky person right now. You weren't figuring on the 6 knockdowns, but Algieri survives to the final bell anyway. Top few box numbers, and we'll see the degree to which Manny Pacquiao dominated Algieri here, landing 121 more punches, throwing exactly 200 more punches over the course of 12 rounds, landing at a significantly higher connect percentage. Power shots. Pacquiao lands 107 more, and they were much more powerful, throwing nearly twice as many, and connecting at a 40.
And we've seen that your best is good enough now to beat Tim Bradley and Chris Algieri. Were you satisfied?
In Jesus' name, I'm victorious tonight. So thank you so much for the support of all the fans around the world.
You told me before the fight that you're not slowing down and you're going to continue fighting for the foreseeable future. But the fight that everyone's been talking about again, which seems to happen, every time before you fight is you and Floyd Mayweather. What are your thoughts about that fight right now?
He's going to fight me? Yes, yes.
Yes, I mean, well, I think I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight next year for him.
Thanks, Manny.
Thank you so much.
Nabaklan sa ngut.
Chris, you came in very confident. You guys seemed to have a plan going early when you were not very active in those first 4 rounds. What was the plan?
The plan was to fight 4 first rounds. I had a feeling that he was going to try and blast me out of there just because I'm not used to the big stage. But Manny is the best in the world at fighting like Manny Pacquiao. And that's really what it is. His start and stop is great. His style, he's got so much experience, and he's perfected fighting like Manny Pacquiao.
And was your plan actually to come in and keep it contained and then knock Manny Pacquiao out? You have 8 knockouts in 20 fights.
The plan was, like I said, maybe get into the later rounds there without, incurring too much damage and setting up the pace and land shots that would hurt him. If the knockout came, it came. We weren't specifically looking for the knockout, but we were looking to put some damage on the guy. Just because I don't have a lot of knockouts doesn't mean I can't hurt the guys in there. I've hurt every fighter I've ever fought. It was just, to put enough hurt on him that we could, slow his pace.
You believe you hurt Manny tonight?
I think I caught him with a few shots that made him think. In that last round, I know his corner was imploring him to really turn it on. And I don't care what anybody says. Manny is not letting guys slide. He's in there throwing bombs, and he's trying